Yo, we live. I got a question for y'all.
What's that?
It is Snoop Dogg the most iconic rapper of all
That's
time,
a that's a dumbass
or
question. You know he is.
or is he just the most recognizable? That's the twist. Iconic and
Iconic.
recognizable is two different things.
Wouldn't it be
Very
like the
different.
same
And
thing though?
no. Iconic means you changed the game. He's recognizable. He didn't change the game.
Ooh,
How you figure
You feel me?
that wouldn't make no sense then. How did he not change the game and he's iconic?
No, the question is, how did he change the game?
No, you
That's where the
said
debate. That's
he's
where it starts.
no. I know. I'm talking about what you just said though. Didn't make no
Right. I
sense.
said he. I said he didn't change the game. So he can't be iconic. To me, that's what iconic means. Iconic means you did
Oh,
something to
that's your
change the
personal
game.
opinion.
so you don't think Snoop changed the game when he
He
came in
did
the
change
Well,
the
game?
game.
listen.
He don't know what he's talking about. He's just talking to be talking. He
we
doesn't
can
know what
we
he's
can look
talking
up
about, first of all.
we can look up the word iconic
Who
and then
cares
attach it
what
to Snoop.
iconic means? Just tell me why you don't think he changed the game. Because
Cause
I
what
know
did he
for a
do to
fact
what did
you personally put money in
what
his pocket. So I want to know
what
how
did
he didn't
he
change the game.
I've never bought a Snoop Dogg album, brother.
Yes, you have. If you contribute to Death Row soundtracks, you contributed to Snoop
I've
Dogg, bro. What are you talking
I've
about?
never bought listen, brother,
If you purchased a ticket to watch, not Rhyme and Reason, but the other movie, the show, you picked money in his pocket. What are you talking about?
I purchased
So
none of
again, what do you
these.
mean? How did you not change the
I
game, bro?
I purchased none of these and I don't feel like
I
you
want to do something.
I'm gonna be quiet because you won't let me talk. So you tell me how he didn't change the game. Go.
I said he
Oh,
changed the game. What are you talking about?
No.
I
Tell me
said he
how he
changed the
didn't.
game. What are you talking about? I
Oh
didn't say he
no,
didn't. I
no,
said he's
no, no,
iconic.
well,
no,
What are you
no,
talking? What are you
no,
I,
talking
no,
about?
well,
no,
look,
no,
well,
no. Yeah.
let me go then. Let me
Don't try
go
to
then.
put me on Front
Okay,
Street,
okay,
son.
okay.
The fuck?
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
40 million.
let me go.
40
Let me
million
go.
albums when he first came out changed the game, bro. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
So
yes,
what? Because he
yes.
sold 40
So
million albums.
Now you feel dumb because I
you
put you
can't
on
you can't
spot.
give us so what. But listen, Snoop
Yeah, you
Dogg,
can't give us no what. Come
I
on,
don't,
man.
I don't, I don't,
he
I
changed the game of rap, bro. He changed the game of
Yeah, what
rap,
you
bro.
I don't
talking
think he
about?
did.
From the
I
early
don't think he
'90s.
did.
I understand that's your opinion, but at the end of the day, he did. He brought a whole new charisma to gangster rap. Like
Thank
gangster
you.
rap started, it
Thank
came in with
you.
NWA, but Snoop Dogg led that charge, bro. Like straight up,
This is the
you
thing.
can't.
What so easy? So he did
Man.
it, but so NWA didn't lead the charge?
I did, no no
Bro,
no
we're
no.
not talking
They
about
started it.
NWA. If it
They
wasn't
no
for
no no no
NWA,
no
it'd be
no
no
no no.
Snoop.
Let me address that. Let me address
Okay.
that. He's look. They started it. NWA started this gangster rap, but it was Snoop Dogg who let it in. Remember when Snoop Dogg came in '92? Not that he came in '92. When he came in 1992, all those
That's when he
pastors and
came in.
everybody came
You
together.
right.
They had bought them Snoop Dogg records and they were stomping on them. They wasn't stomping
Yep.
on Public Enemy. They wasn't stomping on NWA.
Yep.
They was stomping on Snoop Dogg's album.
Little boy
Snoop
can't
Dogg.
even spell bitches and hoes. Remember Dionne
Yeah.
Warwick?
And you gotta understand when he came
Yeah.
in, Snoop Dogg came in with a straight charisma and had everybody mesmerized. Listen, without Snoop Dogg, rap wouldn't be where it's at today without Snoop
No, it
Dogg.
ain't.
Like
It
straight up.
wouldn't, bro.
He took
He
Slick Rick's
he
flow and gangsterized it, bro.
sure did.
Everybody loves Slick Rick now.
Everybody. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know where you were when Snoop Dogg's album first dropped, but I can remember the date, the time, and everything, bro. It was iconic. Every color of race you can think of had a Snoop Dogg album.
No, facts.
People
Facts,
I didn't
man.
even know listen to rap music had a Snoop Dogg album.
Okay.
That's when I knew the game had changed. I
Okay.
met more
Actually, yeah, you
white
guys.
kids
Hey,
with a Snoop Dogg album than I did black kids with a Snoop Dogg
you
album.
know what? Look, you guys are right. Snoop Dogg is iconic. I was just sitting here thinking about it. I didn't actually buy the album, but my mom and my stepdad have those
No,
albums,
facts.
and I listened
Uh
to it. But I just said it like this. Hold on. Let me explain what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
So basically, yeah, it's like what you said the point before. I feel like NWA started it, but yeah,
Mhm.
Snoop Dogg ushered, but NWA like the gangster element to the music was there before Snoop. Snoop did usher it in, but I don't think I think the game changed with NWA. I think Snoop just
He
helped to
did.
put some spice into it.
Oh, but
I can agree to that, but Snoop, I put it to you this way: Snoop made Crippin
He
iconic.
made Crippin' cool. He did.
Yeah, yeah,
I
there you
do
go.
agree to
Crippin'
that.
cool. He made Crippin' cool, and I don't have a problem with that. You know,
okay.
whatever you is, it is what you is. But he made. How do you make Crippin' cool? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
He's
No, he
in.
Look,
did.
He's in. He's on stage performing at a lot of events, such as like Super Bowls, and he's just cripped out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, I've seen Asian kids with braids and hats. They say Long Beach on it, way over in Japan, emulating Snoop Dogg.
Right. Hold on, let me get this in. Travis Young says even Dr. Dre changed his rap style when he started recording with Snoop. For
Mm,
sure. One,
he's
because
right. I didn't think about that for the
but
crime.
Snoop was
Yeah, he
writing his
did.
rhymes
He
though.
did.
Because
yeah,
Yeah.
Snoop
Snoop
was
was
writing
writing
his
his
rhyme.
rhymes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
Snoop
thank
and
you, thank you. 'Cause
DOC.
I was sure getting ready. Yeah. So Dre didn't
Snoop,
have a style. Dre never had a
yeah.
style.
No, he's a producer.
But I will say this, like, understand too, and I'm not praising this, but Snoop was the first rapper to actually have a murder case publicly and go to court. You know what I'm saying? So Snoop was the
Mhm.
first one. He was on
Forgot
trial for
about
murder
that.
and
Yeah,
did a
yeah.
song about
Hmm.
it. He was the
I
first one of
forgot
his
about that.
kind, bro. When he did
Yeah,
Murder Was the
yeah. I'm
Case,
innocent. I'm innocent.
and then
I'm
and then he
innocent.
then he
I remember
rides off
that.
in the
I remember
six
he
fold
on
after the
that.
concert, bro. You got to
Yep,
remember,
I remember that.
Snoop is iconic, bro. You got to think about all the elements of Snoop. You got to go way back in your memory, but Snoop did all that. You see what I'm saying? Snoop was in shootings. Snoop was, I mean, he was banging on white. Look, even if Easy was banging, Easy didn't admit it. Easy didn't just straight call it out. Snoop wore, man, like you said, he was cripped out, and he brought his OG front and center and put him on the East Siders, man. Like he put that out
Indeed.
there.
Trey D, talking about Trey
Yeah.
D. But no, Trey D's not his
Mhm.
OG though. Trey D's from Insane. Snoop's from 20s.
Okay. Okay. But it's still
But no,
one.
that's his. I think. Listen,
He did call. Listen,
I think that's like his big homie, but like not like his big. I don't. It's not like set like on the set. You feel me? That's like his big
right.
homie.
All I know is he called him his OG when he introduced him. He called him his OG. I don't know if it's his actual OG. I'm not all into the gang politics like that. I just know what he said, and I know Trey D is older than Snoop. I don't know how
Yeah. No, that's the
how it
big
all was
homie.
done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so Snoop a real one for that. Like that's what I'm saying. Snoop changed the game. You gotta think Daz, Crip, Corrupt, Crip, Nate Dogg, Crip. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes. Now I don't know what Warren G is, but Warren G was
Warren
rocking
G.
blue and gray
Warren
too.
G's a crip. He's a crip too, bro. He said
You
when
know,
them
so
dudes tried to he said when them death row dudes and Suge tried to push up on him all them bloods, he said he went and hollered at Big C Style and some other crips that was his homies out in the hallway to come in there, man, and get them guys. Because they was on
no
him.
facts.
He said he started
So
though.
also during this live, we're gonna switch gears, man, because I do have a question. I don't know if it's gonna take over the live, but this one is supposed to be about Snoop. But I do, since we talking about gang affiliations, I do want to know y'all take on this whole Pooh Shiesty thing and Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? I do want y'all opinion on that. We can keep talking about Snoop for right now, or we can talk about this Pooh Shiesty real quick. You know,
Let's switch to the Pooh Shiesty real quick because I wanted to talk about that too.
how y'all feel
But
about
before
that?
we
Yeah.
go about
Okay.
Snoop, you know the nigga's rap name used to be Snoop Rock Ski. Do you know
I thought
Snoop
it was
is
Snooper Duper
actually an
Snoop.
acronym for something?
What
What?
is
Snoop is
it?
actually an acronym for serving niggas on open platters.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
I thought it was just because he was
And he used to
Snoop from
serve
from
Cameron
the
Diaz in
animal.
high school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Facts. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah. She used to
Yeah.
cop some of the schnubble essence. You know what I'm saying? She was a big weeper
Yeah.
cheaper. Mm-hmm.
But
Shout out to
this
Cameron
is the thing
Diaz.
where Pooh Shiesty allegedly robbed Gucci Mane, him and Big 30.
Mm.
And they're saying WAC 100 is saying that Gucci Mane told. Other people were saying it's the cameraman that told, it's this person that told. How do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel with Pooh Shicey's actions? How do you feel about the possibility of Gucci Mane snitching? Grim, have at it, man. How you feel about it, Grim?
Uh, I feel like Pusha Ice has got to be the stupidest nigga in the world. First of all, just I want to say that seriously. Like, let's just keep it a buck, bro. Like, you trying to muscle your way out of your contract. I get it, bro. Bro, you just got out of the Fed lockup. Da 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 da. But let's skip that and on to Gucci. I personally, you know what, bro? It's not enough information out there for a nigga to say that Gucci told. There's too many names out there. The cameraman, Gucci, this person, that person. Until there's some solid evidence saying, hey, this is how we got this evidence. There's a lot of cameras. I don't even really know, man. There's too many names getting thrown around. And I don't personally don't think Gucci did tell. I think Gucci's a gangster. Because if you look at the video of the train of events, they asked Pooh Shiesty went in there before the K got drawn and told Gucci, hey, I need out of this 1014 contract. And Gucci said no. And so that's when the guns got drawn. So it wasn't like Gucci was one to be muscled on. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't highly doubt very seriously that Gucci cooperated with any of the police. I think it was some other aspect. I don't know. You said it was a cameraman involved. I don't know. I didn't get the whole story, but I don't think it was Gucci.
Right,
That's my
right.
take on it.
Jay,
I
what
don't
you
think it
think,
was
bro?
Gucci neither. I think it was. Well, here's the real crazy part about it, bro. Pooh Shiesty, bro. He had a before even I got locked up. The my little brother was bumping that dude tough. Like he was bumping yo tough.
Which one?
And I'm
Who's
hearing the
yo?
potential.
Who's
You know what
yo?
I'm saying?
Which one you talking about?
Your boy, the nigga we talking about, not Gucci Mane, but the other one, Pooh
Pooh
Shiesty. He
Shiesty.
bumping Pooh Shiesty real tough. So I already knew Pooh Shiesty had the streets. Uh, and I had the feeling like he was on his way. Then he did that silly stuff. You know, he robbed that boy or whatever and got locked up and he did that time. And for him to come back and get right back into the studio, I thought that was his main focus, bro. Because when he did come out, he did hit the studio kind of hard. He actually got this one single with this chick that I heard not too long ago that's pretty good. So I had a feeling like yo was trying to do, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to bounce back. And then this incident pop up. So it's almost like, did he really sit down and think about what his consequences was or what he really wanted to do in the feds? Because I thought he was just doing music. He was putting mixtapes out while he was in the feds. I thought the dude was really, really focused, man. And I get if you want out your contract, man, a person tell you, no, man, you can go legal. You can take the legal route about that, bro. You could have took the legal route about that. Everything would have got handled to where if they owed you money, you would have got that money. Now, if they owe you money, you probably ain't going to get no money. You just going to sit in jail. So it's just a bad event for Pooh Shiesty, man. I wish it wouldn't have happened this way because dude had potential, bro. I don't know if y'all ever rock with any of his music. Dude was actually good, man. And it's sad to see him come home and already go right back. It's like he didn't even give himself a chance. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And we don't even know if Big 30 hyped it up. You know what I'm saying? Who it could have, because from what I heard, it's still from Big 30. Wow, Pooh Shiesty was in jail.
Well, it's
All
like
this
this with me,
event.
man.
Well,
It's
they
like
said
this.
his dad. Listen, his dad was present also, and this is the crazy
Yeah, I
part
heard that
about it.
too.
Is his dad was there, and his dad was telling them, "Yeah, make Gucci date it," but his dad is an informant. His dad works with the
Mm,
police.
Well, it's like
mm.
this. It's like this, bro. It's like this. I think what Pooh Shiesty did was stupid. It's dumb. I actually seen this little TikTok with your boy. What's your boy name? I can't stand. Finesse 2 times, but he said some real stuff, man. Finesse was saying, "Listen, today, if being a crash out is a real nigga, I'm not a real nigga." And you know, I agree with him on that. If that's what it takes to be a real nigga, you just crashing out and just doing dumb stuff. You going in and out of the penitentiary. you shooting and killing people. If that's all you want to do, it's more about how many hats you got, not how much money you got in your pocket. That's backwards as hell, bro. Anybody can pull a trigger and kill somebody. I mean, a coward can do that. I look at it like this because look, they said when he was behind the fence, they said they had that boy standing up and eating. He couldn't even sit at the table.
Too. Yeah, I heard that too.
And I heard he was part of a set, but they done made their own faction of the set, and it's not respected in the penitentiary. I heard he's part of the set, but he made his own faction. Him and his people made their own faction of that, which we do know. We know a couple people who's done that too. They branch off and make their own set, and on the streets it go right. Y'all got guns, y'all robbing, y'all stealing, y'all having.
But when it's political, it don't go.
It don't go. Like they not hearing that you made your own set. Like what is that? And they understand y'all might be all part of the same gang, but you done made your own faction. And they people gonna look at that. Who ordained that? Who said that go? And you ain't got no guns in there. You got knives. You got real barbaric cats in there that will actually stab you up. They don't care if you got a blade. I got a blade. You see what I'm saying? And Pooh Shiesty, he just ain't weighing up, dog. You too young, and you just ain't weighing up. You know what I'm saying? I think when I ain't never been to the penitentiary, but I think when you get to really sitting down and you get to being by yourself and you ain't got 20 niggas behind you with Dracos and all that, and you might just have one partner ready to roll with you, but how far are you willing to go? You willing to get cut? You willing to get poked? Even if you got a blade, you got to understand. So you got niggas in there that's been poked before and they don't mind getting poked again. Like with a blade. They don't mind getting poked again with a blade, and they don't mind them getting stabbed just to stab you up. Some of them brothers ain't going home. I don't know what's gonna happen to Pooh Shiesty. And I will say this about Gucci Mane. I agree with Wack 100. Gucci Mane's a civilian now. You can go from a gangster to a civilian, just like you can go from an addict to somebody who's sober. Just because somebody want to put a jacket on you, don't mean you got to. There's only a few jackets that stay on you, like the R1, the grape that stays on you, the M1 where you unalive somebody, the rat one, the P1 where you and the kids. Those jackets stay on you, but once you either an addict or you did this and do that jacket could come off. Just like Gucci Mane took the gangster jacket off. And once he's civilian, he can tell on you. He ain't out there doing dirt. He ain't your co-defendant partner.
Yeah, you know what's funny about this though? It makes you think like, what was the whole purpose of this? I mean, so after you did what you did, what were you expecting? You robbed Gucci Mane, get out of your contract.
He wanted to get out of his. I think it was just. This is what I think.
But did you hear what I said? You put a gun to a nigga's head, you get out of your contract, then what?
This is what he was thinking. This is what I think he was thinking.
Do you go to the studio and rap about it?
This is what I.
Do you really think here's the thing. Do you really think if I pull a gun on you, I'm really going to be comfortable with going to different studios making music? No. There's always going to be that fear in my head. This dude might go to the police on me. There's always going to be that. I'm not going to be a comfortable cat. So my thing is, what was the whole purpose of this? What was the point of this? Just to go back to jail? That's what the outcome of this is exactly what happened. So I don't get what he thought he was getting away with. You see, this doesn't make no sense. I'm going down here, put guns to a nigga and rob him to get out of a contract, and then what?
I think he just planned on. I think that's what he planned on.
No, I don't think he planned on going to jail. I don't think he planned on going to jail.
That was a crash out mission. It was a crash out mission. It was a crash out mission. So it's like you have to expect crash out missions to go like that. I mean, why wouldn't you expect that?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm from the outside looking in. I don't know what type of mission it was. I just got, like I said, I wasn't there. I wasn't in the car with none of these cats. all it does is it just doesn't make sense to where it's now to the point where if I see you doing stuff, I'm just gonna scroll past you. Especially if you just came home and went back to jail. You dumb. Fuck, I need to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather listen to my nigga silly nigga like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's my guy though.
We gonna do it 50-50 crash out with
50-50. Come on, that's my guy. I'm gonna listen to him.
I'd rather check that out than some dummy just coming home thinking he gonna rob his CEO and then go off into the sunset. Nigga, like you got away with something. You dumb as hell.
No, facts.
But then also again, it comes to the point like I said, y'all don't listen to his rap. So I know in one of his rhymes he says, "I'm quick to rob a rapper right after I do a session with him."
Hey.
If rappers is living up to their words, bro, that's just come on, bro.
Like Low Key says here, Pooh Shiesty is who he said he was, and this is the result. That's for sure. That's for sure. I guess he really expect Gucci Mane at whatever age. Gucci might even be 50 right now. I don't know how old Gucci is. At Gucci's old age, I think. Oh, for real? Gucci that young?
Yeah, he's born in 80.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, shout out to Gucci. I think he was thinking Gucci was old Gucci and he wanted Gucci to get it back in blood, but you didn't want that, bro. Because you be dead. I mean, YouTube scratch that. Don't be trying to flag out. You can't say nothing on YouTube, but yeah, you can't. You be gone, bro. You can't. You be gone, bro. Like you don't want old Gucci because it happened to you, and he got enough money to do it to you too. You see, you know what I'm saying? You young man, you didn't want that. You think you want that? I don't understand why they get these guns and they pop them and they hurt people and they don't think like.
Yeah, I don't.
They will hurt you too. Either. Them same triggers you pulling will hurt you too if that happens. News flash, man. Just
bro, he might just go to the cell and hang himself, bro. Because, like I said, Pooh Shiesty doesn't strike me as a type that be bidding like that. You know what I'm saying? We know cats who don't mind bidding, who done some time. Real individuals who go back and forth to jail. So when you hear them at the age they in jail and they're comfortable, you're not really shocked. But Pooh Shiesty, bro, you had a lot going on, bro. You can't tell me that little 5 or whatever years you did made you that damn comfortable to where you wanted to go back, bro. Ain't no way in hell you telling me
not
that,
if they got you standing up eating, bro.
Either that
got you standing up eating.
Or he had some serious animosity about that contract.
It don't matter what animosity. Listen, I mean, one you standing up eating, and then when you came out with the same body build. You lazy mother. Your body look the same, on some weight, bro. But yeah, you didn't do no push-ups. You ain't do nothing.
Ain't put on nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You came out here with your probably exercising your trigger finger or something. But brother, you came out here with the same skinny build, bro. My G.
Same physical build.
I'm gonna need you to do some push-ups this time around. I don't know when you're getting out, if you're ever getting out. You're gonna have to
know, bro.
That nigga's booked.
Yeah.
He's cookie bookums.
Parole or something too?
He was on federal parole. He was on federal parole.
He's violent.
He's cookie bookums.
And the
and
same thing
in the feds, man, it's hard as fuck to get parole, bro. That shit's like a blessing.
Well, that's why they waited to get him. But same thing for Dirk. Don't come out here with the same body build, my G. Please, y'all got to do y'all push-ups, bro. Act like y'all been there, bro. Y'all better come out looking like 50 Cent, bro. Pause, but I'm just saying, man. Especially for you dudes that's gonna turn around and go back in, bro. Because
that's what I was about to say.
You about to have look. You go to the feds. Do not go to the same penitentiary you went to. You better go to PC because I'm telling you, they waiting on you, bro.
Yeah, they waiting on you, and they
ready to crash. They ready to crash out on you. They want you to crash out on them. They waiting for you, bro.
Don't be surprised you get a few features slide under your door talking about, hey man, this is Jamie from Cell Block 4, bro. I got this song idea, man. I'm glad you're back, man. I've been waiting. I wrote your verse and everything for you. I knew you was coming back. I got the 2 cell phones in the cell so we can hook up the studio, man. Yeah, man. I got a song for us. I know that nigga's like, hell no. He probably kill himself, bro.
Damn.
YouTube, bleep that, bro. Don't flag us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Please don't hurt yourself, Pooh Shiesty, man. I know times get tough titty said the kitty, but damn, my brother, you put this on yourself, bro. Don't go in there harming yourself talking about you on PC.
Low key says, like DJ Quick said, I exercise one. Low key says, DJ Quick said, I exercise one muscle. That's my strap finger. Hey, I definitely understand it, my brother. I understand it, but listen, if you're gonna go back to the actual jungle, listen, you're gonna have to look the part, bro. Yeah, because I'm telling you, they're waiting on you, and they're waiting for you to crack. They want to see all that animosity you had on the street. They're gonna want to see that inside the penitentiary. Like, bro,
and they gonna want to know why did you do what you did. They definitely want to know that.
Wait until he run into a Gucci Mane fan that's ready to revenge Gucci.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about the fans, bro.
That want to hurt you for Gucci Mane. And understand this.
I tell you what, he better be. He definitely better work out. Because remember, I told you about that fan that attacked your boy, Keefy D. And Keefy D worked him. Hey,
worked him. Keefy D in the 60 worked him. Dropped him,
worked dude. But dude was a Tupac fan, bro. Yeah.
He gonna have some.
They tried to get on Keefy D.
He did. But Keefy D worked dude.
Dude, he tried
to like hem him up over Pop. Keefy D worked dude.
It wasn't a wrestling match.
I was real impressed. It wasn't a wrestling match. It wasn't a wrestling match. It was like a real physical fight. It was a fight.
Keefy D put it on.
Keefy D's on that camera working.
It wasn't too many. It wasn't a lot of punches thrown. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Keefy D knocked that dude out clean, bro.
It wasn't.
60s. I got to give. I got to give it to Wack.
Swole dude, bro. He looked every bit of like. I'm gonna say if he was probably old, he probably was like a 35-year-old boy, if that. But he was not. He was in good shape, bro. Very good shape.
so we talked about Pooh Shiesty. If y'all want to talk about it in the comments, let's talk about it. But let's get it back. We talking about West Coast cast right now. Shout out.
Yeah. Speaking of Keefy D,
Wack 100 threw a fade with some like 2 white gentlemen. Man, I don't know if he knocked both of them out, but I know he knocked one out. They try to jump him. Wack, hey, and he's an OG too. Listen, the West Coast cats, they run them fades, bro. Stop running up on them OGs, man. They running them fades, bro. They throw them hands, you know. But so Snoop Dogg, the iconic Snoop Dogg, if you think he's iconic or not. Snoop Dogg is probably the only rapper that all generations that's alive know right now. But you know, if you don't know, it's because you live under a rock and you in the country, you live in the woods.
True.
But everybody knows Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, to me, in my opinion, let me know if I'm off base. He's bigger than Tupac. He's bigger than Pac. Pac might be
I agree.
I agree. I could,
Pac might be loved more than Snoop because Snoop, he's alive. You know,
I'm gonna tell you the 3 rappers: Snoop, Pac, 50 Cent. Those are the 3 most iconic rappers.
You think 50 Cent?
I know 50 Cent, bro. I communicate across seas, so I'm always checking. And yes, they're big on 50. And I've said one time, I've even said Nas. We don't know who Nas is. I'm like, damn. Biggie Smalls. We don't know who Biggie Smalls is. I'm like, damn. 50 Cent. Yeah. We know 50. We know 50. They knew Pac and they knew Snoop.
That's crazy.
Biggie and Nas, they did not know.
50 is the guy who not only does he do a lot of shows and he makes a lot of money overseas, he's also resonated with the West Coast just as much as the East Coast.
Doc, yeah.
People don't understand that. 50 across America.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. So all Snoop, 50, they all under that same umbrella. Even Pac, for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Was under that same umbrella in the
But
same
he,
room.
but he's really
with
under
Dr. Dre.
he's under the Digital Underground umbrella, but that's still
Yeah,
West Coast group too.
yeah.
You know, we got to give that to Digital Underground.
Where
You
was
know, but
Shock
so
G from?
Shock G is originally from New York, but he was raised in Florida. Then he moved out to
Okay.
yeah, but Digital Underground is considered a West Coast group, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Money B's from Oakland. Pretty much everybody else who was a part of the group was from Cali.
nobody was set tripping on East Coast, West Coast until that whole beef kicked off, man.
Yeah.
You know, nobody was really set
nobody
tripping on
wasn't.
that. Until that East Coast, West Coast kick, wasn't nobody tripping on that. Nobody cared that Corrupt was really from Philly. It was only till the East Coast, West Coast kicked off. Then somebody went and ran and said, Corrupt ain't from here. He from Philadelphia. Back in the days, they didn't care. Like they, you know, LL did
You
that.
talking about
back to
that
Cali.
West Coast conference and they called out Exhibit. Well, Corrupt's from Mississippi.
Nah, that's Snoop. That's Snoop though. But
Yeah,
my thing
Snoop.
is Snoop born in Mississippi, or is he, you know, his family from Mississippi? I never
I
got
think
that
his
cleared
family's
up.
from Mississippi. I know his mother and his father are from Mississippi.
Listen,
That's
how
and
does
and Ray J's mother and Snoop's mother are best friends from Mississippi. They grew up together. That's how Ray J and them came about to going to Cali.
So they're not
Snoop
actual
mother.
blood cousins.
Nah. Ray J, I seen the interview. Ray J's grandfather drove the school bus that Snoop's mom and Ray J's mom's yeah, Snoop's mom and Ray J's mom went to the same school, and Ray J's grandfather was the bus driver of the school bus.
Okay, let's
They
go.
go that far back.
And so, and if y'all
Tony
ever
was
watch
from
Snoop on the gram, Snoop goes back to Mississippi a lot, man. And
Yeah,
it ain't
and
it ain't
Daz, I think, bought some
yeah.
property out there.
It's not a whole bunch of flashy California type stuff where he goes out there. It's really some southern down home, you know, dudes just chilling on the porch, smoking and eating, you know, southern food, man. I mean, if you a fan of Snoop, you'll like to see it. I used to be a fan of Snoop. I ain't gonna front, but then he pulled the act in which he did. We can talk about that where he
talking
makes
about the Donald Trump.
Yeah, he made the video F Donald Trump. F Donald Trump, and then he does the act, which he does at the end of the video where he reenacts Donald Trump. He does something crazy to him, but then Donald Trump hit him up saying, "Yeah, I need you for this inauguration," and he throws some dollars at Snoop, and you know, you went from F Donald Trump to doing his inauguration, and I'm gonna tell you right there. That's the most gangster move you can ever pull. Donald Trump is a gangster when it comes to that. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of Donald Trump, but I will say that was one of the most gangster. You had somebody dissing you and disrespecting you in its whole entirety. Then he said, "Listen, I'm gonna buy your ashy black butt. Come up here, dance and perform at my inauguration." And Snoop did it.
Yeah,
that's the
Snoop
epitome of selling out. The epitome of a sellout, bro. That is the epitome of a sellout.
That's the epitome of selling out.
That's the epitome of selling out.
White man tell you a joke, you say, "How high, massive?"
Yeah. He threw you a blank check and said, "How much is it going to take you to come out here and perform? Go back on everything you said about me in front of the whole world."
Snoop was like, I thought he was joking though when he said that. Hey, give me $100 million.
I don't think Donald Trump gave him $100 million. I don't think Donald Trump gave him $100 million, but he did give him. Listen, if you get $1 million to perform, that's probably the most money you're ever gonna make doing a performance. I mean, besides what it was. I think Cardi B and Beyonce. Hell yeah.
So do you think Snoop got paid more for performing for Trump than he did the Olympics?
Hell yeah.
Think so?
The Olympics. Listen, when you
do.
Yeah, look, you pay to do the Super Bowl. That's why Drake has turned it down.
They pay you to do the Super Bowl.
No, you pay to do the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl catapults you. Kendrick Lamar Now they say he paid. I don't
I
know.
didn't know that, dog. That was a
Yes,
I
new
didn't know
one.
that
you
neither. I
you
thought
pay
they
to do the
paid
Super
you.
Bowl. No, the NFL
That
does
don't
not.
make no.
Be-
So
Yeah,
I
it
guess
does.
what? So do they get money off of the commercials or like?
No,
See, bro,
the,
man, we
the
can see
Super
the
Bowl.
bill.
The Super Bowl is the most watched show in American history right now. So every in the Super Bowl, everybody's tuned in to the Super Bowl. So let's say you put a 2 million. They just talked about this during the Kendrick Lamar thing. Let's say you put $2 million into your performance. Now I don't know if Kendrick did. That never got disclosed. But
How
how
you know
it was
Snoop
said,
did though? Snoop?
Snoop. Whose was it? I thought it was Dr. Dre's.
It was.
That was Dr. Dre's
I think
Super
it was
Bowl.
Doctor. Or was it in?
Yeah.
Was it Dr.
No,
Dre's?
it was Dr. Dre's.
Okay. Yeah, because 50
Oh,
Cent was
hold up.
there,
Was it
Eminem was
Dr. Dre?
there. I think it was Dr. Dre's.
No, it could have been Eminem. I don't know who it was. I don't know. He didn't have so many
It
people.
was
It could have
Dr.
been
Dre.
Eminem. Was it?
Yeah, it was
I
Dre.
think it
I
was.
don't know.
I
But anyway,
remember.
at the end of the day, how it was said is Drake has got offered the Super Bowl many of times. That's what they said. Drake has got offered to do the Super Bowl many of times. Because I was wondering why ain't Drake been up here? But he said it's because you have to pay for it. And I'm thinking, this is me thinking, because nobody said that. I'm thinking Drake is wanting them to pay for it.
I mean,
Drake
should.
Because
you should.
And this is what I'm saying. The reason why it don't matter who pays for it, Kendrick got his money back and way more. You got to understand, he did a brand new album that nobody's ever heard. The only song you basically really heard during that Super Bowl is that They Not Like Us. That's why the whole crowd was kind of on mute, because they was listening. You can't really vibe to something you don't know. You just now hearing it. And he did that because that was his latest album where it was off of TDE. You see what I'm saying? Kendrick pulled a genius move in that Super Bowl. That's what people do not realize. That was a genius move. He made so much money. Like, people got to understand, Kendrick lyrically was up there with Drake, but financially, nah. But you look at Kendrick's revenue and pocket watch and do all that now, he's still not up there with Drake, but he didn't close that gap. You know what I'm saying? Pause. He didn't close it. You know what I'm saying? Dude, man, listen, that dude's on top right now. Just the Super Bowl, not just that album, the Super Bowl, everything that played a part, it was just genius, bro. I mean, the dude pulled it off like on some Pinky and the Brain stuff, dog. Like, take over the world right now, man. You know what I'm saying? People don't really realize what he put in to get where he's at, and that Super Bowl just catapulted him. He dissed Drake on the biggest stage, man. That was, man. You don't get no bigger than that.
Well, I don't think that was the biggest punch to the gut, Keith, because now, listen to me. I'm gonna say this because the Super Bowl is the biggest stage, but Kendrick, he's performed that song on a bunch of different venues. He did it at the Grammys. You know what I mean? So I think it's just the number of times and the number of venues, and these are all top venues that Kendrick did the song on.
That is
true. It's the number of times.
Yeah, no facts. Listen. That is one of the biggest dish records of all times. Whether you like it or not, it done passed Dre Day. I think it probably done passed all of them. Let's be honest. I'm just a Kendrick hater. Let me just keep it.
I think it did
Straight. It passed all of them. It done passed Dre Day. It done passed Ether. It done passed Hit 'Em Up. Ain't no diss record ever been done at a Super Bowl. And at that time,
not to where a nigga want to sue a nigga neither.
Well, see, this is the thing. Is Kendrick clean? It was a clean diss record though. See, a lot of diss records that we've heard in the past are vicious, malicious. You can't perform these at the Super Bowl diss records.
You could do
Kendrick.
You could do Dre Day.
Dre Day. I don't know, man.
Yes, you can.
Dre Day was huge. They were huge, but I don't think they would have let him do that at the Super Bowl, dog.
Yeah, they would have, because it was on the radio. And back in the 90s,
it was.
the radio was way more censored than it is now. You could say way more stuff.
Yeah, way more censored.
It was way censored back in the
Way more
90s, bro.
sensitive.
You're certain you couldn't use certain words, bro. That
You couldn't all that wouldn't have been on no radio, no ass clappings, none of that nasty foul
what
shit
is that?
niggas was talking
Party
now,
Up.
none of
Party
that.
Up's another diss record. You know, Party Up's another diss record. You know,
That you could
Now, Party Up could have been at the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Even Mariah Carey's Eminem did that was a hit.
I don't think that would have made it to the Super Bowl.
That definitely would, bro. Every club, if you wasn't in the club at that time, then you don't know what you're talking about.
She would have. She's another one that I don't think she done a Super Bowl performance, and that's amazing. I don't know what Jay-Z doing. I want him to step down from that. You know what I'm saying? I do. I want him to step down. I do not like Jay-Z because Jay-Z always does everything with a Jay-Z agenda. Oh my gosh, man. I'm sick and tired of that guy, man. You know, I want somebody that look. I need somebody that don't have a dog in that fight, bro. He's not the person that's not biased. Just come on, man. Like I'm not knocking the Kendrick performance. I'm not knocking none of that. I want to have a performance like if they did Wu-Tang, Bone. No, I ain't going front. I don't think
Now,
Bone would not be a good Super Bowl.
Oh, yes, they would. Listen, hold up. I'm gonna tell you what. Listen, I'm gonna give you the hits. Crossroads, Days of Our Lives.
At the Super Bowl, though.
Crossroads. No, this is at the Super Bowl. At the Super Bowl. Well, fuck, man, hell. I mean, what do you want me to say? Listen, I want them guys at the
Days of Our Lives. What you gonna say for the love of money?
Give me your Super Bowl rundown. Give me the Super Bowl rundown.
Hold on,
but
Crossroads.
This is a sports event too, right?
Right, I get it. Okay, so look.
So we got to be hyped. And no murder mode, bro.
No murder mode. Okay, look. Days of Our Lives, Crossroads. I just had it. Paper, Resurrection. That's 4. Paper, Resurrection. No, Thuggers. No. I don't want those Thuggers.
You got Thuggers.
No, first of the month. First of the month. Hey, and I tried so hard. I would throw Tried So Hard over Thuggers Ruggers Bone. And there's only how many songs does a motherfucker do? Or excuse me, like, how many songs does this person do on the Super Bowl?
They do snippets of it. So I mean, I don't know how many Usher songs he did. It was a lot.
Well, I'll give you some more. So let me see. And I'm trying to think of more Bone, like commercialized hits by Bone. They don't have a lot.
If Bone was at the Super Bowl, I don't know how we got on this. All roads lead back to Bone. But give me your Super Bowl rundown. If Bone, whole wide world to be a thug, give me your rundown of if Bone was at the Super Bowl, what's gonna fly? And the Super Bowl ain't playing none of that underground Bone stuff.
No murder mode.
Yeah, that's why they brought in the big dog. Snoop Calvin brought us.
So is that it? That's your rundown, Grim?
That's my rundown.
Okay.
I would add a couple more. Listen, let me give me 5 seconds.
See,
I think I could add a couple more.
I don't like Bone.
I would say I don't want to say If I Could Teach the World. That's not a good Super Bowl song. I want to say Thug Love. I want to say Thug Love.
It's not happening.
They won't do it. That's fucked up. I know, bro. I know that'd be dope though if they had that playing in the stadium. That doom. That'd be dope, bro. But they won't do that, dogs. If they had a clean version though, but they don't.
If they had a clean version.
Low key
that should have been one of the singles off the song.
I love Bone, but I don't want to hear it at the Super Bowl. Facts. I love Bone too, dog. Yeah, and I want that. I would want that for them too. But
that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Snoop.
Like it's not. The murder most too prevalent with them, man.
You see what I'm saying? This man can do Super Bowls. This man can do Olympics. This man can do presidents. He did another event too. Another
forgot Martha Stewart.
Too. What's that? He did the Winter Olympics. I think he did the Winter Olympics too. I mean, these are 4
Snoop is
major
Snoop is that
platforms,
dude,
bro.
bro. Snoop is that dude, bro. Like a lot of people
You
don't want to
can't
give
say he's
Snoop
iconic.
respect.
If you could
You can't
just,
say
if
he's not
he
iconic to
could
me.
walk through a crowd and everybody say Snoop, Snoop, he's iconic, bro. I mean, what can you say?
Snoop
I
is
mean,
iconic. He is like you just said, Grim. He's done shows with Martha Stewart. I
oh
mean,
yeah, her.
Snoop sells his own
Martha
weed.
Stewart.
Snoop, I remember one interview. Snoop said the only person that can really hang with him, and I think he said he smoked him under the table was Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Wiz.
Yeah.
No, I think he said.
Did
I
you?
was gonna say he smoked out Wiz
Hey, did you
Khalifa.
see where Snoop was hosting the what was that, the Grammy Awards or the what award show was that? I told you he was up there, man. I'm hiding in the motherfucker. And he was up there. He said it too. He said, man, I'm hiding in the motherfucker up here fucking up people's names. Everybody started laughing. He said, I'm sorry, y'all just took too damn long, man. So I went and got high. And they was like, and he was giving everybody the bags, and that woman was like, is there any weed in here? He said, just look in the bag.
But so
Bro,
but let me ask you this, because that's funny. I've always thought this. So Snoop Dogg was known for the whole dog thing. That was his whole persona, the Doberman Pinscher, right?
And weed too.
Why and how did it become weed? Because right, you got Wiz Khalifa, he's a staple for marijuana. So is Bone Thugs. When you think about Bone, you think about the marijuana because they always contribute to the weed. Yes, Cypress Hill. Is it a West Coast thing?
I think it is
a West Coast thing because they got the best. They got the best bud.
Is it that? But okay, because then when you think
County.
about Method Man and Redman, you think about weed too.
Weed, yeah.
And even Wu-Tang, because Wu-Tang always talked about woolies and weed and all that crazy stuff they was putting in they blunts, man, and you know.
Oh yeah, that's a cow.
I think with Snoop, when you seen him like on the back of a CD, like a joint in his mouth. Yeah, he always had he promoted
and the cartoon.
You know what I'm saying?
Cartoon, yes.
The Chronic Hats. The Chronic Hats had the marijuana leaf on it. He was a big promoter of marijuana, bro. I think that's probably why. And he promoted it probably more. Only other rappers I heard that promoted it more than him, or just as much as him, was Cypress Hill. And the only cats there like the Cheech and Chong of the hip hop.
And what that's what I'm saying. What is that? What is that? Why? Why is this? What says Snoop Dogg and weed? Like what makes him like the Willie?
What makes Snoop and weed go together? And he's always every time you see him now, he has a blunt lit. He always has to talk to you when he's high. And you gotta think about it. That's the most functionalist mother sucker. I don't know too many that can smoke blunts and focus on what they doing and still keep up the routine without dozing off or shit.
Throwing up.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? He's wide awake. Like it's something in his weed, I bet.
But so, and that's what I'm saying. Like Snoop is known for marijuana, man. He is like the Willie Nelson of the rap game. So when I look at this whole thing, because now understand when he was a No Limit Soldier, that wasn't really the case. That wasn't the case. He was a different saying. So is it branding? Is Snoop saying I'm gonna brand myself with the potheads? Is that what he's saying? Or I'm gonna brand myself with the gangsters?
No, I think Snoop is his own brand.
Okay.
I mean, Snoop is his own brand, dog. I don't think he tried to brand off anything. He pretty much branded himself in the 90s. And I think the weed was pretty much what helped brand himself besides rap. Because that's the only other thing that people know Snoop for besides rap is weed.
Weed, yeah.
Do y'all think he has a smoke room? I don't think he goes around smoking in his mansion. So I done watched plenty of Snoop shows, y'all. I've been off and on a Snoop fan, because what is that? Something in the bizzle, turn it up a little. What is it? Snoop television.
Oh yeah. The doggy for shizzle. The doggy
fizzle television.
Yeah, that was my show.
He's the first person
now
I seen.
Listen, let me give you guys a tidbit. So you know why MTV canceled that, right?
No.
They
That was my
tried to
show.
give, so they wanted Snoop. Listen, they wanted Snoop to do a second season of Doggy Fizzle Televizzle, and they raised everybody else's salary, right? But they kept Snoop's the same. And Snoop was like, nah, hell no. Y'all got me fucked up. I can't do it. And that's why there was no more Doggy Fizzle Televizzle.
God, come
Now,
on,
I don't
Snoop.
know
You a
why
chump.
MTV did
You a
that,
chump,
but
man.
yeah.
What he
But
said?
it's Snoop. I mean, look at right now, him and
The
Daz.
cops pulled him
And
over.
I just seen something with cocaine. They're trying to get royalties off of Snoop. They still talking about that.
Hey, what was his name when he was that pimp and he was driving that car? The cops pulled him over. That was my shit.
Huggy Bear?
I don't know what it was. He had the teeth in his mouth. Yo, chicken pack, bitch.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
I don't know.
That was my guy. Yeah, man. I don't care that. I might have been the only person that loved that show, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg had a lot of things that I was a fan of, but I don't think everybody was a fan of. And it's not even. Like
I'm really shocked that he took the podcasting off, bro, because he was the first person I seen. I didn't know what the hell it was. I'm like, what the hell is this nigga doing? He's just sitting there getting high, talking to I think it was a Corrupt, and they had like the thing in the background how yours is.
When he was sitting like on the desk with the
like he was at like a news type of table thing. Yeah. That's the first podcast I ever seen. I'm like, what the hell is this?
And he used to smoke with people. I think he one time.
Yeah. He had Corrupt on there.
That was dope. He had Kevin.
I'm surprised he stopped that though, bro. He don't even do that no more.
Snoop's been a charge of a lot of things. Like when y'all remember when NTFs came out? Came out, y'all in NFTs, my bad. NFTs. It's like this digital art that people was actually selling that was related into crypto and all kind of stuff like that. I was getting into that too because I was designing a lot of my NTFs myself, and I still got them. If it ever comes back, I'm on it. So y'all got to kind of get into a nerd space a little bit, bro. Y'all know I'll be on my nerd stuff, and I'm always trying to make $1. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Y'all got to get into the nerd.
ATF. What the hell?
It's
like
NFTs. My bad.
For women.
My bad. It's NFTs, man, and it's like pictures that got crypto in it, and some people had it. Like Gary V had it, where if you buy this NFT, you can like have a sit down and have a conversation with Gary V, and that NFT might cost you $1,000, dog. You know what I'm saying? But Gary T, if y'all don't know who Gary V, man, I'm slipping, bro. Getting old is crazy. Gary V, you can have a conversation with him. Gary V, that dude always stays ahead of the curve. And Gary V was real big on it. Snoop was real big on it. You could actually catch Snoop in like the metaverse. He's in the game Sandbox. I'm on Sandbox. Snoop has stake in Sandbox. And that's part of wrapped up with the NFT too. So where you're buying virtual real estate. Don't ask me. I don't know fully. But listen, I'm trying to get in still. Why it's down right now? I'm trying to get in virtual real estate.
What is okay? So now this is gonna have to go to another because I got a question. What is virtual real estate? Are we talking about I seen this thing on TV one time where they had this thing called Another Universe where you had like an avatar and you could go different places. Is it something like that where you're purchasing property like that?
Yeah, on some real geek stuff. Grim, I got a question for you though right now, my G. Why are you always holding a damn lighter in your hand, bro? What the fuck is that, dog?
How do you know I have a lighter in my hand?
Because when you're talking, you always have a lighter in your hand. Like what is that, dog? You do that a lot, dog.
I don't know, man.
He's ready to
It's just I gotta have something in my hand.
About Snoop Dogg. He's ready to blow.
Yeah. But yes. So as far as I knew, I did a little bit of research on it because, like I said, I'm trying to buy virtual real estate because it's cheap right now, man. So have you? For anybody that said Snoop Dogg was big into this, so anything Snoop Dogg does, like I told you, dog, if y'all know, I wear this New York hat for real, and I'm for real about it. I really ain't a fan of the West Coast, but I ain't stupid. When you see Snoop Dogg do something, you might want to pay attention because Snoop is always ahead of the curve. And it's not that Snoop's just smart. He listens to a bunch of whoever is backing him, like Drake. Aubrey Graham has a team of people. Drake is not just Aubrey Graham. Drake is a team of people. Snoop Dogg is a team of people. Snoop is always ahead of the curve. So whatever he does, I always watch what this cat does because he's always there. That's how he survives and he thrives. Snoop Dogg has his hands in everything. Martha Stewart, this, that, movies. That's why Snoop's up. So he's in this virtual thing. He just shows this thing and he shows his home. And it's kind of like Minecraft, right? It looks kind of funky. Graphics don't look good or nothing. But Snoop is literally throwing a party with a statue of himself made out of like a bush or maybe even smoke.
He has his own brand of weed too, his own strand. It's called Death Row.
He got his own brand.
So me myself, I made this character, and every now and then I play this game, but I'm trying to get some virtual real estate myself. So I'm just letting y'all know what I'm doing. I'm putting y'all on game. If y'all watching this live, research into this stuff, man, because I'm trying to tell you, I don't know if it's gonna pop, but it ain't gonna hurt. You know what I mean? And Low Key says, Keefe, what about the West Coast music that you don't like? Okay, so I don't like West Coast music that's too West Coast, and I'm gonna tell you, Mac 10. Oh my God, my playlist had the nerve to try to play this dude this morning, and I'm like, Mac 10 is too West Coast. Dub C is too. I like, you know what I like as Dub C as a person. I like that dude as a person. Like when you actually hear him speak and what he stands for and what he does, he's like what's that? Snowfall? Does that take place in Cali?
I thought Snowfall was in Atlanta.
No, it's in California.
Dub C went and showed the guy Franklin how to actually speak like a West Coast dude. Like Dub C got paid to actually because Dub C's so West Coast.
Yeah, I seen that. And he ain't well, I ain't gonna get on that. What's his birth certificate say?
I don't know, like he's just too West Coast for me. I don't care about none of that. But so when you're just too West Coast, I don't like those real West Coast beats. You know what I'm saying? Like beats that are just like too.
Now the only people so do you like people who are too East Coast?
You can be too East Coast, bro. But
who's considered
who's too East Coast?
I've never heard of two East Coast or two West Coast.
I'm gonna tell you. So like old Wu-Tang where they like Jizza, sometimes I can't get into some, like when you start like when Inspector Deck used to really get them real big words and all that stuff. I ain't into that kind of stuff. I could barely read the shit, let alone understand what the hell you saying.
So Keith Murray is too East Coast for you?
No, he doesn't use big words, bro.
Keith Murray?
No.
Oh shit! My bad. That's all he does is them big words.
No. Keith Murray was, but he's simple. No, but he's not using like words that he uses big words. But I'm talking words that you don't hear on an everyday basis. Like
that's Keith Murray.
Nah, man. Keith Murray was easy to understand, especially when he was with Eric Sherman and Redman. He was not that, he was too that. No, hell no.
If
Keith
I
Murray
was to say a group that was too East Coast, I would say Blase Blah.
Man, Jay, I don't even listen to stuff like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even just off the name, dog.
They're from Brooklyn, New York. When the East is in the house, oh my God, danger! When the East is in the house.
Like who else is too East Coast? And they just okay. Like I'm gonna tell you,
the Crips and the Bloods tapes, those was too West Coast.
And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Like people like Peter Guns. Now it wasn't because he used big words. He was just too. I don't know what that was, man. I just don't like that kind of rap.
I didn't mess with his flow. I didn't think he had
I ain't mess with it. So so if you're too, you know what I'm saying. Well, y'all know what I mean by when I say West Coast, man. West Coast was
I get what you're saying.
You're too embedded in it. And I don't even like those type of beats. So you got to understand, West Coast beats is totally different than East Coast beats. They're like I like samples. I love samples. you know. So, but when you got that,
They
I don't
spin
know,
off the
man.
funk.
Yeah, yeah,
West
yeah,
Coast is
yeah.
funk. Yeah. If you wasn't into Boosie Collins,
Okay.
Parliament, you might as well not even mess with West Coast. Any funk
Yeah,
music, like that's what I listen to too. A lot of funk music.
yeah. See,
It's
I
a
ain't really
difference
with that, but
between funk and R and B.
I did like Warren G. I don't understand why
Yeah,
Warren G
Warren
didn't
G,
stick.
classic
Yeah,
album.
low key says I can't stand Wu Tang. I like a handful of songs for them. Facts. I see, and I understand that. If you like West Coast music, you're not gonna really be
What
feeling
is
them.
there to
But
hate about the Wu, dog?
there's nothing. But if you like Wu Tang, that's total opposite of West Coast. Like that is total. Those are just two sounds that don't mix, man. They
I didn't
just
even.
don't mix.
Yeah,
Like I'm gonna tell you like this. Ghetto Boys. I only like a handful of music from Ghetto Boys. They
I like Ghetto
sound kind
Boys.
of too West Coast to me a little bit. I mean, and it was just, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you who it is. It is really Willie D. I never got into the sound of Willie D, man.
You
Willie
ain't
D.
like Willie D,
Nah,
Mr.
man.
Cleanup, man.
I never liked Willie D, bro. Never did. Out of that group, he was the guy that always, dude, he'd be the one that make me turn the song off, bro. But I can rock with Bushwick and Scarface is the
And I
man.
was scared of the mother.
You know what I'm saying? So and so
I
that's
like
for
them.
me. Now you did have some West Coast music that it was just like Snoop stuff was undeniable. Even
Yeah,
when they were East Coast, West Coast going, Snoop stuff was undeniable. Like straight
it
like that,
was.
bro. Like even though I didn't like the West Coast way back in the days, bro. I'm talking about way back in the day,
Yeah,
even
nigga
before the
always
East
been a
Coast,
hater.
West Coast. Yeah, bro. I didn't like
But that's
NWA.
and see, that's what I be telling people. That's where the beef stemmed from. It came from the east to the west.
It
Because West
probably did.
wasn't like that.
Because
West didn't give a. We
I
was
didn't
just
like
doing
NWA
music.
like that. You know
And
when
we
I
was just
started
doing
listening to
music,
NWA,
and they was like,
I
"No, we
started
don't
like
like that
NWA
shit."
when they did that respect yourself. Respect yourself, do it
Yeah,
good. That's
that's
when I
good.
really started liking them. And did you know there's a couple people in NWA did not want to do that respect yourself song? I forgot who it was that didn't like that song. But I thought that was one of the best songs. That's when
I
I
think
really
it was
started
Dr.
liking them.
Dre.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was Dr. Dre. Because that's who's rapping it. What did it say? The Wu Tang.
He
Yeah,
said,
the
Loki says the Wu Tang has a very good documentary. I forgot the name of it, but it was so good. I tried to go back and listen to those Wu Tang albums. Still trash.
Now listen,
I
this
can
is
dig
this is
it.
what's crazy
I
about the
can
Wu
dig it.
Tang. That sign is iconic, but the group members aren't. Ain't that some crazy shit?
No,
Like that
facts.
sign is iconic
Because
for
they
hip
pushed the
hop.
brand. They pushed it. And see, I
But
wanted us to do
individually, them niggas is not iconic.
I wanted us to do a
I'm
live one
sorry.
day on Wu Tang. I wanted us to do a live one day on Wu Tang because that's a whole deep dive in. But like low key saying, there's some members I can't really get into, and it's not that they're trash. Is sometimes some of them go too deep into the science for me, and I'm just telling you, I'm not that deep of a guy. Pause. But I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really
Yeah, they was deep into that God body stuff. So a lot
right,
of that,
yeah. So
knowledge was
Sons of
going.
Man and Killer Bees and like
Yeah, a lot of that
now we
stuff would go
going
over
too
your
far.
head, bro.
Yeah,
Killer
it's going too
Army.
Yeah,
far. Yeah,
yeah, Killer
Yeah,
Army,
them
yes,
niggas, the Wu
yeah,
Syndicate.
yeah,
Who
yeah, yeah.
Syndicate,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they had a
They would
bunch of
spend a lot
them.
of stuff that would definitely go over your head. Today's
Yeah.
mathematics. Mathematics? What do you mean? I ain't in school no more. What you talking
Right.
about?
So
Mathematics.
Now,
some of that stuff,
listen,
some of the stuff I can rock with, some of the stuff I couldn't rock with, bro.
I don't know. I looked that up actually. I don't know if you guys
I,
are
I, I,
interested in
I,
that or
I,
ever, but I did look it up because I wanted to know
you talking about
exactly
the
what it meant when
mathematics?
somebody said, yeah, when somebody says, what's today's mathematics? And
What
it's
what
I
what
think it's a different thing for every day of the month.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it is.
But see, they would have a
what
lot of that on their albums, and me at the time, I never heard that term until I went to New York and was like, "Damn, them niggas really say that out there?" I didn't know that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I thought that was Wu-Tang slang. You know what I'm saying? Hell, everything else was original. The beats was original. The name was original. Shit, why not the language? You know, and we come up from an era where everybody had their own slang, just like in New York. Everything wasn't just stun. Everybody had their own terms. Harlem said fam or whatever, Queens was Dunny. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own slang back then. Now everybody pretty much says the same shit. We all know what an op is. They say that everywhere now. You know, so now we all got the same slang. I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is.
But, that was my thing about the West Coast, man. That was my only thing about the West Coast. Something could just be too West Coast. I mean, and don't get me wrong, some of it's good, but some of it's not.
My take on the West was it was reality. I liked the music that told the real life. Like I get the East Coast would do the, my lyrics is all this, that, and the third. Cool. But I'm more I like the party scene, the smoking scene, the girls around, the barbecue scene. That felt like real life because this was music I was listening to while I was out at barbecues and stuff. Where people would throw parties. They would play this type of music. I don't ever remember anybody popping in. Hey, nigga, put that Wu-Tang on. Nobody ever. I remember nobody ever. Shit. Not at no barbecue. Not at no party. None of that stuff. So I was into the time. I was into the tune. I was into the times. You know what I'm saying? Also felt like West Coast also had a great deal of us rocking a lot of apparel, like Raider hats, Kings hats. What else was niggas rock? White socks, especially the White Sox. I did White Sox strictly West Coast because they was the ones first ones I seen rocking the White Sox hat. So if you see me with a Raiders hat, Kings hat, White Sox hat, Georgetown hat, we live in my West Coast days. You know what I'm saying? That's what the rappers was wearing out there. So a lot of even the Bulls. I remember the Bulls. So a lot of the stuff that was going on in the West Coast was going on around where I was growing up at. So like I said, the kids was wearing the Raiders. The kids was, we danced at all the barbecues to the West Coast music, and the parents was getting drunk and, playing cards, playing dominoes. So I felt like we was in the West Coast, but wasn't in the West Coast with the music. So that's kind of like I related more to it. Right. Outside of me being birthed there and shit. But other than that, man, it was more relatable. That's what I thought. To where East Coast was just basically about lyrics. That's all them niggas.
Nah, man, it was about man, he tripping, bro. That's how
what were they about?
That's how you know a nigga ain't paying attention to fashion, bro. Nigga, they was rocking FUBU. They was rocking all kind of shit, Jay. You just wasn't on it.
Wasn't rocking no FUBU. Yes, they
was. We wasn't. But there was a lot of people.
Let me ask you something. So how many niggas you seen wearing a pants leg up as opposed to Dickies?
There was a few niggas wearing pants legs up. What are you talking about, Jay? There's a lot of niggas wearing Tommy Hilfiger. Oh, what the fuck is you talking about, Jay? There was tons of niggas rocking.
No, what are you talking about? I'm talking about. Let's be honest. So you see more niggas rocking Dickies. You see more niggas rocking Tommy Hilfiger than Dickies. You wore Dickies. I wore Dickies.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on.
I didn't wear no Tommy hater nigga. You didn't wear Tommy hater nigga.
We did not rock that shit because that shit was affordable, Jay. I can't afford. My mom and dad ain't paying. No. Listen up.
Even if it was affordable, you still wasn't rocking no Tommy hater nigga.
If my
you still was not rocking no Tommy hater nigga.
I'd have been wearing Tommy Hilfiger. If my mom could afford chaps, I would have afford chaps. If my mom could afford FUBU, nigga,
even if she could, I still wouldn't have rocked that.
That's your ass. That's you.
You was not. No, stop that. Stop that. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. People was not. Listen.
Niggas was rocking Timbs.
Listen.
Niggas was rocking.
People was not banging East Coast like that where we were at. It was not. Period. Point blank. It was not the go-to music. I'm sorry. It was not the go-to music.
You had a. Listen, there was a couple of.
Had more that banged West and South than they did East. Let's be honest.
No, Jay, you had a tons of people that
What?
stop. Everybody when we went to school was wearing FUBU and chaps, bro. Everybody. It was just niggas like us who couldn't afford it, Jay.
I'm not saying everybody that FUBU ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the music. The New York music was not played like that, bro.
You was talking about
the influence. The New York influence was not big like it was in New York.
Jay, you was just talking about the
South
clothes.
Or the West.
Where we was from, there was tons of niggas
when it came to clothes, niggas was not dog. Listen, by the time FUBU came out, Dickies was already old. You was rocking Dickies all through middle school. You was not rocking FUBU to high school. What are you talking about?
Bro, I didn't start rocking Dickies. Jay, I didn't start rocking Dickies until high school, bro. My mom never bought me a pair of Dickies. I bought Dickies myself because they were affordable. They were like $15 at Walmart. Now, FUBU was $40 a shirt when it came out, Jay. I know how much these things
I don't know about you. I was stealing all that shit. Whether it's 15 to 40, it still was getting sold.
Because I wanted it.
I didn't wear FUBU because you knew the reason why we didn't wear FUBU. So we'll just
who didn't wear FUBU?
I didn't wear FUBU.
I would have.
I never seen you in FUBU.
I would have.
You didn't know why we couldn't wear FUBU. The politics was too tough then.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about gang politics.
What was it?
Yes, thank you. You know, it was too tough.
I didn't know that. I just now heard that shit. Nigga Jay, I'd have wore that shit. That's the first time I heard that shit.
He just now heard that shit. Bulls.
Hey, I'm not bullshit. I damn sure would have. Listen, if the gang politics where we from was that motherfucking severe, nigga, there should have been a lot of violations going around that damn school.
I was gonna say because
everybody had a FUBU shirt, so I don't know where that.
Everybody had FUBU.
Everybody's family that had money had FUBU shirts on, bro, and I ain't seen nobody get violated for it. Nobody. That's all I'm saying. Because I know I wanted FUBU.
That's his story, and he's sticking with it. I know what I seen, and I know what I was told. So we'll just leave it at that. I've
never seen nobody get violated.
We'll just leave it at that.
I've never seen nobody get violated.
My household, it was a no-go. Straight up.
I've never seen that. I've never even heard of somebody getting violated for wearing FUBU.
And you know why. Niggas was not rocking that. Niggas was not rocking that.
Grim, was they not rocking FUBU shirts, bro?
They was. As a matter of fact, I remember I was gonna get a certain girl a FUBU jacket who was dating another certain person, and she was gonna take it.
How was you gonna get that?
I don't remember how I was gonna get it, but I promised it to her just on some simping.
Yeah, because you didn't have no money to buy it. What you talking about?
I didn't. No, I was simping.
That shit was too expensive.
Shit, we always simping.
But this person I'm talking about is a gang affiliate. Is my point.
Oh, but at the end of the day, people were rocking Tommy. People were rocking FUBU. They were rocking chaps. They was rocking hella stuff, dog. Stuff that I couldn't afford. And back in middle school, we wasn't rocking that stuff. Niggas was rocking. Everybody
was maybe rocking the clothes, but they wasn't playing the music.
They was not playing the music. In middle school,
like that, bro. Niggas
weren't rocking Dickies. The clothes you couldn't afford was felines and couldn't afford cross colors, bro. That's what it was back in our day. Cross colors.
I forgot about cross colors.
Was the clothes.
I forgot about.
Listen, I know everything my mom and dad couldn't afford because I wanted them and couldn't have them. You know, I wanted.
That's another. I think that's another thing the East Coast people was wearing, like cross colors.
They was rocking all the colorful stuff. Tommy, all that.
I think the only thing New York really did for the game probably is just a fashion thing. But outside of that, the music was not getting played, and I don't know why why people act like nah, it wasn't, bro. It seriously wasn't.
Jay's
it definitely wasn't. If
y'all,
listen,
listen. West Coast
I'm not lying because I just sat here and said blah blah, and both of these niggas looked at me like, who the hell is that? So that lets you know.
Listen,
I probably was the only one checking that shit out.
West Coast ran the game. This is what kills me about Jay. West Coast only ran the game from 92 to 96. It was a 4-year stint,
So-
nigga. But you act like this goddamn stint went all the way to no, nigga. It was from 92 to 94. That's it.
That's all they needed. But do you hear who we're talking about? We're talking about Snoop Doggy Dogg, first rapper to sell 4 million albums.
Correct.
At the time.
Yes, Snoop Dogg led the charge
And if you
on
want to
the
go
West
deeper than
Coast,
that, we can
taking
go
over rap.
MC Hammer, who was also a West Coast icon at the time. So
he
we
did not run.
West Coast had some hitting ass music, bro.
They did, but he did not run rap at the time, dog. He did not run rap.
Who didn't run rap? Hammer didn't need to. Hammer had toured the cartoons and Taco Bell and British Knights. He didn't need to. Hammer too legit to quit. James Brown, yeah, well, he didn't need to.
Low key says, and that cartoon had one season. That shit was over. That wasn't a
that cartoon was dope.
It was not a
success.
Everything. It was not a success. Low key says, how do y'all feel about Snoop's first album on No Limit? The game is to be sold, not told. I seem to be in the minority of people who like that album.
I bought that album.
I thought all Snoop's albums on No Limit were dope.
Yeah. I didn't care for it. I didn't. Once he got to No Limit, I feel like he lost his flair. To me, he was one of the weaker No Limit cats, and I don't really like putting him in the No Limit category for real. I never really liked that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't either. I'm not gonna lie, I don't either. He's always gonna be death row to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's real fitting. I want to say one more thing before I was just saying, like, speaking on that, man, I think it's real fitting that he should run death row, but I don't agree with some of the business practices that he's been taking up here lately. And some of the gripes that he's been getting from the homies, some of his own homies, you know, and
you got to give it to him, because not only did he sign with Death Row, No Limit, did he sign for Pharrell too, and had an awesome album that
he did.
Drop it like it's
Rhythm and
hard,
Gangster.
drop it like it's hot.
He did.
Yeah, I think that was on the Pharrell album. So no matter where he goes, the man's gonna be starred.
He's Snoop. He's iconic. But I did not like his No Limit stint. I didn't like that. I ain't gonna lie. It's not that it was bad or terrible. He, at that time, I do think when Suge said, "You used to be a snar, now you're just a No Limit soldier," I believe Suge has some merit when he said that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just now part of the pack in which Snoop was in charge of the game. You know, he did that to get off his contract with Suge, but at the end of the day, I really just thought he kind of felt bad.
Damn.
To be
that just dawned on me. That dawned on me how he said what he just said. Yeah, no, I get that now. That dawned on me. You just said that about him being a star and a No Limit soldier. I didn't think of it like that when he first said it, when I first heard Suge say it, but I get what he's saying now. It's true. It
doesn't make no sense because
it's true though.
Regardless, bro.
But he wasn't the star on No Limit. No, he was ushered in. He was the star on Death Row
before he was on No Limit. So it was more I don't even think the two. Like Snoop was so big of a star, I forget he was even on No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Exactly,
because that was forgettable, bro. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
I forget he was on No Limit. I forget he was even on Death Row sometimes. I forget he was even on what's his name? I see Snoop now as a person who has came a very, very long way to be where he's at and just be that pinnacle of that person. You know what I'm saying? Like Death Row didn't make him. No Limit don't make him. Star Trek don't make him. Snoop makes himself. So regardless, even if those albums were duds on those labels, he's still Snoop. Like he can always, like you don't like him because of his music, you like him because of his personality. You like him because of, that's mainly what it is. You like his personality. That's what we like. So I don't even really look at him like easy, like even in music no more. I just look at him now like a normal cool ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody who I want to smoke weed with. And I ain't got to say a word. I just want to
That's
sit in the room with the nigga and smoke some weed and laugh at this dude. Like, look at this bony ass nigga. He done came a long way. I just seen this nigga. I felt like since he was knee high to a June bug, I didn't watch this dude grow into what he is now. And the thing, I'm a big Eazy-E fan, so I didn't like Snoop Dogg when he first came out. Hell no, you was dissing Eazy-E. But now look at old interviews. You only did it because you like the rest of these niggas. You want to get on and you want to talk about it, nigga, because your nigga fucking talking about the nigga. Like the game situation. And then in hindsight, niggas is like, well, I didn't really want to diss him because I was a fan of his. But since I'm rolling with 50, I got to diss him. That's how kind of what Snoop was. I'm a fan of Easy, but since I'm rolling with Dre, I got to diss him. I didn't really like that.
And that's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go, though. That's how it's supposed to go. That's why I don't understand why these other people get into this thing where either it's game or, well, he really didn't have beef. Listen, you ain't really got beef with nobody. But if somebody's doing something to somebody that I feel like is my friend, my dude, my homie, my guy, okay, now we have a situation. We don't necessarily have to be straight beefing, or maybe it is. It just depends on what's going on. But what we ain't gonna do, listen, if this is my partner, this guy that they have problems with over here can't be my partner too. That ain't it. You riding the fence. You gotta choose a side, bro. That's usually how that guy in the middle usually ends up getting hurt. Because what happens is either these two people that are beefing make amends and you look stupid like Jim Jones, or you keep straddling the fence and one of these dudes get angry at you and they get at you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only that is the only messed up part about that situation and them type of situations.
Yeah.
That's why this day and age is better to just stay out of it. Unless, hey man, you gonna get this nigga with me? All right, cool.
Yeah,
you don't want listen, me, you know what I'm saying?
If you don't want to be in it, you're gonna have to leave both sides alone and say, I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But you're gonna have to choose a side, man. There's current situations right now where two brothers don't see eye to eye, but you gotta choose a side and stay over there. When you ain't gotta be beefing, but you gotta choose a side. Say, listen, I'm gonna stay back, but I'm gonna stay over here, but I'm gonna stay back. You know what I'm saying? I can't be dealing with it. You know, we too grown for all this stuff. You know, at the end of the day, you still can't ride the fence, man. Because what happens, both of them, one of them or both of them's gonna get at you, man, for riding the fence, man. If you ain't in it, you ain't in it. Back up, man. Stay out of it. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it goes. And don't sign to a brother or a sister who got a situation and then be like, oh, I ain't in it. Well, what'd you sign to them for when you knew they had a situation going? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just unloyalty in itself, man. You're just not a loyal person. You know, if I got a record label and I'm signing people and you know I'm beefing with 50 Cent, and then I sign you, and then you be like, but hey, I ain't beefing with 50. That y'all was beefing before man, don't even sign the paperwork, dog. Don't even sign. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's gonna come. Because what that shows is not only are you unloyal, you are part of the crack in the armor. You are part of the crack. That's how you break somebody up. That's how you break a relationship, a couple up. That's like if you getting with a female and you don't like this guy, and she was like, but I'm friends with him. Can you still be with her even though she's friends with a guy that y'all don't like? No, eventually, that's how this other person finds she's the weak link. This is how he gets under your skin. It's through her. So what you have to do, you have to cut her off. That's how it goes. You know?
They said Snoop Dogg's got over 21 studio albums, bro.
He's a beast, bro. He's
21 studio albums.
And shout out to Snoop too, because Snoop even said he liked it Eazy-E. He said Eazy-E was his favorite NWA.
Eazy-E is every West Coast rapper. I mean, if you a West Coast cat, you know he was him. He was our LL Cool J, our Rakim. He put Cali on the map. You know what I'm saying? Well, Compton Cali on the map.
And he rode with Dre. He rode with Dre despite that. He said, I'm riding with you, Dre. You know, and he's the one that wrote Dre Day, both verses. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So
wrote
shout out
Dre
to him.
Day. I think he wrote Ain't Nothing But the G Thing too.
But let me ask you this then. But this is the conflict. So he knows the nature and how to ride out. He knows the nature of being loyal because that's how he came into the game. But then when it came to the Biggie and Pac, what made
Yeah, I was just about to say that
Snoop
shit.
switch up? What made him switch up? And all of a sudden, that's supposed to be correct too.
Yeah, that's another one too. I didn't get that one too. Especially when he did the interview with Angie Martinez and he said he confronted Big about the situation. Uh, that's a very good question. Where was his loyalty to I think after them gunshots went off, Snoop was like, yo, we need to squash this. This is getting real.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
And
what
then
was
you
it.
had
Faison
Tupac full of
Love.
that energy.
Somebody in one interview, somebody said Snoop was jealous of Pac. Where
I heard
Snoop
that
was
before. I
Snoop
heard a
was the
lot of
star
people from Death
hero.
Row was jealous of Pac.
Yeah, they said Snoop was jealous of Pac, and Snoop, while Tupac was getting that love, that hate in New York, he wanted to get that love because he wasn't getting that love on the West Coast. It was Pac. That's all people cared about Pac. Like Pac was the West Coast savior. Pac was doing California love to live and die in LA. Pac was walking around LA and people loved him. And let me just say this one thing about Pac that I came to realize. So when Pac started writing all these rhymes about him passing and if he passes, I think it's because Pac knew in some shape or form, he knew he wasn't going to get out of his situation.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
and the more I watched, and I'm not even talking about the West Coast beef.
Just the life he was living.
He recently got to, I think he knew eventually that beef with him and Jimmy Henchman and all of them, he knew that was going to catch up with him. Because the more and more I keep watching these Jimmy Henchman videos and all this stuff, they make it seem like they just disciplined Pac. And it just was a botched robbery. No, bruh, it was not. Bruh, they meant to do this to their brother. And they knew for a fact they were trying to hurt Pac, like to where he don't exist no more. And I think Pac knew that's what it was. That's why when you start hearing the one dude from the Outlaws say he used to wake up in sweats, grabbing his gun. He ripped off all the IVs out of him and got out of the hospital. He knew his life was in danger, and he knew to the degree, and that's when he started writing those Machiavelli raps and all that stuff because he knew they was gonna get him eventually. I started realizing that the more and more you keep watching these interviews with Jimmy Henchman, it's like y'all meant to hurt this guy.
He's the alleged shooter, right? Or is he just one of the robbers?
No, he's not one of the robbers. No, Jay. That dude was he's like
Jimmy Henchman, right? I thought he was the one who robbed. He was one of the robbers that shot in the elevator.
He had people do it. They had people do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Jimmy Henchman
was there.
And Haitian Jack in them. No, they just had people do it. Jimmy Henchman.
So why in the movie? I'm confused now because in the movie they make it like Jimmy Henchman is the nigga who robbed Tupac.
No, they had some guys do it. They said so in the interview that I see where these cats is talking on Haitian Jack and all of they kind of mentioning this stuff. The interviews I've been seeing on TikTok and it's actual them talking. My thing is, how are you openly speaking about this and not in jail? First off, that's like it. And the dude said,
well,
because nobody actually directly implicated themselves though. Everybody that was involved in that was saying, well, such and such sent this person to such and such. We don't even know who the shooter was.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Right. In the movie, they make it like it's Jimmy Henchman though.
But the movie's fabricated though. But at the end of the day, when you see the thing and he's like, we had to teach him a lesson. And he's just saying a lesson, right? They was always going to get Pac, though. That was a lose-lose situation. Unless something like Supreme happened where he got locked up for good, like the stuff with 50. Like I said, that was an act of God, man. Because if Supreme would have kept going for 50, 50 wouldn't have made it, bro. Man, when you gotta also understand, when Supreme started getting that 50, Supreme had already been locked up. He already lost everything. Jimmy and them, they was on top. They was on top in New York. It was over for you, bro. I mean, this is before he got ratted on and all that stuff. It was like that's hard to beat an actual like drug lord, man. It's hard. He got his money is infinite, man. You know what I'm saying? And so when they tell Pac you don't want to go to war, man, you talk to a regular dude that just raps. That's all he do. He's a rapper. In our eyes, these rappers are like, I ain't gonna say gods, but they're on top. But he's just a rapper. And he was getting screwed on a lot of his deals. So how do you go against a guy who has millions of dollars in the street? He can hire anybody to come get you. You know, so the more and more I looked at it, I was like, dog, Pac was doomed. That was it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really fair. And I don't know what Pac did to get such hate from a person that has so much power, but
got that big ass mouth. You got that mouth.
That's crazy, bro. That's insane. He was never gonna survive if he came back to New York. I mean, I don't know.
It's crazy because I wish him and Snoop. I don't know what the relationship was before Pac's passing, but it seemed like they wasn't on good terms after him coming back from NY and getting back to Cali. Him and Snoop had I want to say like a little fallout, man, and it's sad because I heard one of my favorite tracks by Snoop and Pac, Contagious, and it's just them freestyling, and it's a dope track. And them together, man, they was like, you could tell they had a mutual respect for each other, and they also enjoyed each other's company at one point in time. Because the way Pac and the way Pac is freestyling, like they're literally freestyling. Some of it might be written, but more of it's freestyling than what it's written. You know what I'm saying? And they did an awesome job on that, man. I just wish they could have reconciled, man, and got everything back together. And I wish really, I wish motherfuckers really would check Pac on that damn Orlando shit, but it is what it is. Because they would have made some totally good music, dog. They would have, dog. That Two of America's Most Wanted, I still listen to that to this day. Even though, you know, Snoop is saying a lot of rhymes from other rappers, but that song, it still hits like it came out yesterday, bro, when I heard it. I'm like, damn, this is a banging ass track, bro. I wish they could have did more of this type of music, man. I wish a lot of cats didn't pass away, man. Do that negative, dumb shit. Biggie was around. Because I love to hear him, Biggie, and Pac on the damn track. That should have been dope.
Snoop, you think? I don't think Snoop can hang with him, dog. I don't think Snoop's good enough, dog. Yeah, he would have tried, but I never don't think Snoop was good enough, dog. And that's what I mean about two West Coast. So? Snoop's cool, but his West Coast style, because he always tries to maintain the integrity of his West Coast style, it really prevents him from switching up. Like Pac had his style. That was Pac's style. Like when Big did the whole Bone Thug, if he never does that, you never know that Big can actually switch a style. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop, I've heard him try to switch a style, but it still sounds Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just still Snoop. Voice.
Okay, so the bro, he was on a Bone Thugs track on that Crazy Bone. He tried. That's the only time I've ever heard Snoop rap fast. Give a dog a bonus any money bound to come home with some cash. That's the only time I've ever heard Snoop rap fast. He tried to switch just for a brief bar, but he didn't really.
I thought that was all right.
You know, it was dope verse.
I thought his verse was better than Lazy Bone's verse.
Low Key says, have y'all seen the video or song from Glasses Balloon called Tupac? Must Die.
Yeah, it's through the eyes of Lando.
Okay, from Lando and Keepy D. No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a good video. It was a lot of controversy. It's basically what the events that led up. Orlando's in the mall. He beats up that nigga who he took the death row chain from. They show all that, and then it to the point where he was just chilling. It shows him chilling, and Pac ran up on him and popped him in his face. And to after that with Led, you know what I'm saying? It's telling Lando's side of the story. Basically. That's what he wanted to see his side of the story.
I mean, nigga, you did wrong though. What you mean? Like you still in chain? Listen, everything comes with repercussions, I guess, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Snoop though, man. Shout out to Snoop, man. Dude's a legend in my book. You know what I'm saying? He's not in my top 10, but if you have to go legends of rappers, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to just say a legends list, Snoop's probably number one on that list, man. Him and LL Cool J, man. You know, straight up. And then, I mean, that's before everybody. I think number one and number two is Snoop and LL for me, anyway. If I have to say rap legends, Snoop and LL, number one and number two. You know,
Snoop and Pop, number one.
Just what they added to the game. You know, LL, like I said, I remember just seeing I'm Bad. I didn't even like rap in the beginning, but when I seen I'm Bad, I said, what is this? And dude was doing that stuff. And then when I heard that the LL stuff for all ladies love Cool James, I said, man, that's who I want to be when I grow up. Man,
ladies love Cool James.
You know what I've always liked about LL? Bro, the nigga never sound the same on track. I remember you can literally go from I'm Bad to Going Back to Cali to the Jiggling Baby to what's that? Cars Roll By in the Booming System to Hey Lover. That nigga does not sound to Mama Said Knock You Out. I didn't even know that was LL Cool J when I first heard that song.
That was tight.
I did not know that was LL Cool J.
Growing up, that was a good song too. And that's why I say the West Coast did not have it until about 92. Because I think 92, that's when that Mama Said, because that ran the 90s in the beginning. That and Hammer and LL was there.
That pop sounding like music, that snap. What was that song? Oh snap! I got the power. That type of music was in
it's getting kind of
when the boys came out.
That wasn't pop. That was more like a New Jack Swing. That was like New Jack Swing kind of rap.
Yeah, it was like a new, because that's when them one dudes came out. Say this is somewhere in me.
Yeah.
Christina Applegate, I want to take you on a date.
Landon says Snoop and Project Pat. That's a crazy combination right there, my brother.
That is a combination. Snoop and me and Snoop Dogg on the microphone every day all day.
Let me tell you this, man. I'm not a fan of Project Pat.
That would have been dope.
I'm not a fan of Project Pat, bro.
Bro, like I said, I also said this. Some nigga needs to take Old Dirty Bastard and put him to a Mac Dre beat. I'm telling you, bro. Mac Dre and Old Dirty Bastard would have been a good ass collab, bro.
Oh, that's Mont, bro. That's Mont. That's DJ Cope. He must be on his son's account.
Oh, yeah. Hey, bro.
He says his son changed his damn name on here. Get on your account and he changed your name.
Hey, but Snoop Dogg and Gangsta Pat, Project Pat, that would be dope.
Yeah.
They both got the voices. Like I said, Mac Dre and Old Dirty Bastard. To me, that would definitely be dope, man. They both got the voices. I can hear Old Dirty Bastard literally rapping over a Mac Dre beat. That's crazy.
No, facts.
But damn, Calvin, you've been doing your thing, man, for Calvin, Snoop Doggy Dogg. And he was Snoop Doggy Dogg. Now he's just Snoop Dogg. You need to get a job. He found one too, huh? Yeah, we gonna grow up and be just like you. Tell him, Dre.
Yeah,
Dre,
man.
Here's a new album. Man.
But listen, Jay. So since Coke's in the room, what do you think? Because we about to get off and say, but what do you think about Project Pat, bro? What do you think about Project Pat?
I like Project Pat. I heard he's a Christian rapper now. I heard he does Christian music, man.
I heard one song and it was actually dope. I was like, and I'm not a Project Pat fan, but I thought it was dope because he hell, I've never been a Project Pat fan, man. It sounds like he's freestyling.
That's I like his style of rapping. And he got them good songs. That drink, that drink will make you fine.
I don't want to go to county jail no more. Like, come on, fam.
Yeah.
Where is
90 D's,
Project?
90 D's,
Where
90
is
D's.
Project? Like, bro,
Yeah.
you gotta
Hey,
be
that's
more
my
creative.
dog. Project, you and Snoop need to do a track together, man. Snoop's got a new album coming out, man. 10 till midnight. Hey, it's
Yeah, we're
dropping
gonna review
April
it. We're gonna
10th.
review it.
Yes, we definitely got to. Hey, like I said, I think he has people writing for him, bro. He's
Hopefully.
definitely
Hopefully.
his bars is real nice on there. Like, damn, this is I can see it because you've been doing it so long. It's like, nah, man, I think niggas wrote something for you because you should have been sound like this. It's real dope. I was real impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I was real impressed. Real impressed. Like, I'm ready to hear this album, just to see if the whole thing's gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? Because he's spitting on there.
Yeah,
And he's got a bunch of new Death Row artists on that album too with him. Hopefully they get all this legal problems. Man, hopefully he get everything straight with Daz, bro.
my
So
thing
they
is,
can
how you
put
gonna be
this.
upset with Suge and then you turn into Suge?
Yeah, I
Huh?
don't get that neither.
How you gonna
I
be
don't
mad at
get
Suge
that
and then
neither.
turn into Suge, bro?
Yeah, I didn't get that one neither, bro. I didn't get. He came from left field with that shit. I don't need that. Yeah, that doesn't make no damn sense. You're doing exactly what Suge's doing. People
And then
complaining
and then,
about you to even where Ray J's getting online talking about Snoop, cuz man, you're ripping people off, man. If it's true, man, we need to take care of this. Like, what?
yeah, bro.
Can't believe
Yo,
Snoop.
appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Especially talking about
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg,
yeah.
man. He's an icon, man. Memberships coming soon. We appreciate it. Everybody like, subscribe. I know we ain't said it the whole little show, man. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. Join the pack, merchandise and everything coming through, and we out.
Yeah.